guys, and welcome back to another video. So in this video, what I want to do is talk to you about how keeping your 4C hair protective and in protective styles can help lead to extreme moisture retention, length retention, which of course will overall get you that amazing growth. However, if you do not have 4C hair, you're going to want to stay tuned to this video as well, because some of the tips that I share in this video can help you no matter if you have 4C hair or not. So with that being said, let's get into this video. So many of you who've been following me on this journey, you probably already know the protective style that I keep my hair in and the protective style that has helped me to grow amazing length, and that is twists. Now what I'm going to do for you in a few minutes is I'm going to take off my scarf and I'm going to show you some things that I do with my hair to not only maintain the twist but to keep it moisturized and to get my hair growing and flourishing. Now before I get into all of that, I want you to know that about a year ago I did have about 15 inches of hair, and many of you who've been following me on my journey, you know that I encountered some heat damage. Now what happened was I had two different hair textures. I had 4C and then I had a very straight, loose, wavy texture at the bottom. What I did about a year ago was I decided to just cut off all of that damaged hair, all of that heat damage, and right now what I'm left with is 4C hair. In a year, I was able to grow my hair from 5 inches to 10 inches. But what I wanted to get at through that example is that I kept my hair basically in twists for the whole year. By me leaving my hair in twists, I was able to get my hair to grow to amazing lengths quickly. Now, one of the reasons why you want to keep your hair in protective styles, which I mentioned in the beginning of this video, is that it helps you to retain moisture. If your hair is moisturized, if your hair is hydrated, it's going to be more supple, it's going to be easier to maneuver, easier to play with, and it's going to help your hair not to be dry and brittle, which leads to breakage and shedding and knots and tangles. So twist for me has been the style that I've always kept my hair in. Obviously, if you have a different hair type, if you are somebody who has maybe like a 4A or a 3C like my daughter, you can get away with doing different styles. You don't have to keep your hair in twists. If you have straighter hair, you can go ahead and keep your hair in buns. Those are amazing for people who do not have 4C hair. But when it comes to 4C hair, we have to love our hair just a little bit more because our hair is just a little bit more challenging to deal with. And I say that with all love. The reality is that 4C hair gets dry really easily. It gets tangled and knotted really easily because it's so kinky and so coiled up into itself. Many people who contact me on a regular basis, they say that their hair just isn't growing, their 4C hair doesn't grow. And one of the things that I realized is that if your hair is not kept in some sort of a protective style, it's probably not going to grow very well. It's probably growing, but if it's dry, if it's brittle, if it's breaking off, then you're not seeing that growth, you're not seeing that length. But 4C hair does grow. You just really have to take care of it a little bit more. Now, one of the first things that I realized that I could do with twisting is that I could go ahead and go in the shower. I can get my hair wet with the twist in. I can go ahead and wash my hair with the twist in. And if my hair feels really, really dry, I can go ahead and do a deep conditioning treatment right with my twists in. One thing that I really like to do getting out of the shower is I like to, towel dry my hair so that it's a bit damp, and then I like to go ahead and just spray on some sort of leave-in that is helpful with moisture. Many of you know that the leave-in spritz that I use, it helps to really retain moisture. So that's the spray that I go ahead and use, and then what I do is I follow that up with either my stimulating oil blend or I go ahead and use my whipped mixture. Now both of these products, whether I use them alone or whether I use them together, they have really helped my hair to remain soft, strong, moisturized, and it really does help with getting that amazing length. So if your twists start feeling dry, what you can do is you can go ahead and moisturize your twists, and that can be done very simply. Once again, you can use some sort of a leave-in spritz. That's what I do. And then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and use some sort of oil mixture and then cover that up with a whipped mixture of some sort. Now, many of you know that I use my whipped mixture. It helps my hair to really flourish. It helps it to feel like soft, and it really helps it to be manageable. It keeps the moisture locked in for a week and a half, and my hair just feels great, and it really grows and flourishes. So that's what I do as far as keeping my hair moisturized, as far as keeping my twists clean, because you can, like I said, you can just jump in the shower and wash and go. That's probably the only time I would ever say to somebody with 4C hair, you can wash and go. You can wash and go with twists in. Now, as far as styling twists, another thing that I do is I put my hair in scarves and I keep it wrapped even with the twist in, and that really helps once again to lock in the moisture. Also, instead of the scarf, you can go ahead and put on a wig, you can put on a beanie hat, you can go ahead and leave your hair in a ponytail, in a bun. You can do so many different styles with twists in. I've noticed that if I leave my twists in for longer than 2 weeks, they start to really get matted and tangled, and if you have 4C hair, true 4C hair, your hair will start to lock. So in order for me to avoid this, usually after I wet my hair, I go ahead and stretch out the root so that it's not locking at the root, and I go ahead and stretch out the individual twists that I have. And you can do that in a variety of ways. You can do that by just keeping your hair stretched into a ponytail or maybe pigtails. So guys, hopefully you can see now why I keep my hair in twists, and why twist is an amazing choice if you have 4C hair. Now, if you have any questions or concerns about twists, leave them in the comment section below. I try my best to get back to you. If you are somebody who keeps your hair in twists, let me know. Let me know if you are noticing that amazing growth. If you have any questions or concerns, leave that down below. And if you're not following me on Facebook or Instagram, please go follow me on Facebook and Instagram, because that is how I'm going to be staying connected with you 2018. And when you don't see me on YouTube, you can probably catch me on one of those social medias as well. If this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with friends or family who need help with their 4C hair, and subscribe if you haven't. Besides that, guys, thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. Don't be a stranger, let's stay connected, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.